Hey guys, good morning. Coach Jen T here. So I'm just going to throw out a few tips on two different topics today. I'm geeking out with my glasses and I'm actually doing a lot of computer work today and I needed a quick mental break. I'm in my basement and it's freezing. So I'm rocking a snowflake blanket. I'm still in my gym clothes, dried sweat, totally fine, no judgment. So I just wanted to go over a few tips with you guys. One is some morning routine tips, and two is some tracking tips if you are tracking your nutrition. So first we're going to start with morning routine tips. You don't have to be perfect with a morning routine, but having a morning routine can really help if you are maybe not a morning person or want to be more of a morning person to just get more active, to start your day on the right foot. If you end up hitting snooze a million times and laying in bed, it kind of starts the day off on a foot that doesn't feel as productive and as energetic. So having a morning routine truly starts the night before. You want to make sure you have some good bedtime routine down, or at least going to bed a little bit earlier. Proper sleep, you guys, is so important for your stress hormones and for, if you have high cortisol levels because you're not getting enough sleep, it's going to be really hard to manage your weight. Your body's going to be in fight or flight mode. So make sure you are starting the night before, getting some good sleep. It does not have to be perfect. Look at the time you normally go to bed and how great your quality of sleep is at the time, and that will give you a little bit of insight on how can I get 15 minutes more sleep, and start there and then kind of stick with that for a week or two and then go for a half hour earlier. So start there, trying to go to bed earlier, and then you can start your morning just a little more energized, a little bit easier to wake up. So I've got some tips here that help my clients and myself. I am a morning person. I never used to be, but I have been for a long time since I started a better morning routine. So one is to set an alarm for around the same time every day. It doesn't have to be on point, but I can tell you that when your body has like a natural circadian rhythm, so going to bed around the same time every night and waking up around the same time every morning can help you be consistent. You guys, I know this sounds crazy, but like my morning routine requires me to wake up at 4 a.m., but I am going to bed very early. That's a little more tricky for me on the weekends because I'm super social. So I can't keep it completely perfect, but I notice when I am trying to go to bed a little earlier on the weekends how much better I feel. And getting up early, even on the weekends, maybe not as early, but still getting up early and not necessarily sleeping in. If you're anything like me, sleeping in for me is like 7 a.m. and it feels really good. But just coming up with that routine of kind of going to bed and waking up at the same time can really help you, and having that alarm set. The next thing, if you guys want to get active in the morning, one of the hardest things to do when you wake up is you're sleepy-eyed and you have to pick out your sneakers and your socks and your shorts and your sports bra and whatever else you have to wear. So one thing that really helps me and my clients if they want to get up early in the morning is to set out your clothes and anything else you need the night before. So for me, like I always have my sneakers in my gym bag, but I have everything I need for the next morning, like set out and ready to go. So when you wake up, it takes the thinking out of having to get ready in the morning to get dressed. So have those clothes set out, set yourself up for success the night before by planning ahead. And if you really want to be on top of it, which I don't do this, but I would recommend it to my clients, if just like you would meal prep on a Sunday, take a Sunday to pick out 5 workout outfits and have them stacked ready to go for you so you can just grab those workout clothes, throw them on and go. And a workout does not need to be all or nothing. If you've got 10 minutes, you guys, you can throw out a little bit of exercise, whether it's a quick 10-minute walk or banging out some burpees and some squats and some push-ups. Anything is better than nothing. Or some light stretching, that is still considered something that could be great to add into your morning routine. And it is movement. It gets you breathing, gets you moving, gets your blood flowing. The next thing is to do something active. Like I said, it does not need to be a workout. You don't need to go to the gym per se, but trying to get something in where you are moving, you're going for a light walk, go for a walk with your dog, or just doing some sort of light movement, some sort of stretching even in the morning, getting on the floor. That movement, you guys, is huge to elevate the endorphins that give you those happy hormones in your brain to start your day feeling a lot more energized, and you'll never regret it. The next thing is to pair your coffee with your water. So a lot of my clients struggle so bad with water. You know, maybe they're in the medical field, or maybe they're a teacher and they cannot get their water in during the day. It's almost impossible to sip on water all day long when you have that kind of job, especially if you are in the medical field and you have to wear a mask all day. So front loading your day with water and hydration is such a great way to start your morning routine. Pairing drinking water with something you already do can help you remember to drink that water. So again, planning ahead. It all starts the night before. See if you can fill up your water bottle the night before, have it set out and ready for you so that you can grab that water bottle, take a sip, and sorry, I'm getting a message. Oh, my neighbor left me something very nice. Get that water bottle out, have it set out, commit to yourself that you're going to drink that water with your supplements or vitamins or medications or whatever you're taking, and pair that with, for example, pouring your morning cup of coffee. Put that water next to your coffee maker as a trigger to your brain. Oh, before I have a sip of coffee, I'm going to drink this 12, 16, 24 ounces of water first. It just really helps you start your day hydrated, front loading with water, and then you'll be like, oh, I already have 20 ounces down. I just need maybe 40 ounces to go. I'll try to get 20 by noon. So it's just like trying to front load with water, getting hydrated is going to help your body significantly and have more energy and ward off any kind of cravings you might have in the morning because you are properly hydrated. The next thing, you guys, is to stay off social media first thing in the morning. Of course, me as a nutrition coach, and a lot of my stuff is online. It is hard for me, but trying to stay off one of the things I look forward to the most every morning is checking in with my clients, seeing how things are going. It's like one of my favorite parts of my morning routine. But when I say stay off social media, I mean don't check your emails. Don't go on Instagram to see what someone else is doing, where they're throwing out the highlights of their life. They call it the highlight reel, where you're comparing yourself to other people on Instagram or on social media, or maybe you're checking text messages or looking at something that makes you feel a little more toxic or negative in your own head. Disconnect from those first thing in the morning, address those emails later, you guys, and just focus on you and what you need, okay? The other thing is again, we already talked about stretching. I'm not going to go over that again, but stretching and some deep breathing and some just self-care and alone time. That might be sitting quietly. I have a couple clients that just really look forward to their morning cup of coffee in the quiet before either the kids are up or the phone calls are going off. Anything just for that alone time and that self-care time is huge. So take care of yourself in that sense. The other thing is reading or journaling in the morning. That's another great way to start your morning. Picking up a good old paper book, something you're really into, reading, or maybe it's something if you're running a business, maybe it's reading for a half hour on something to improve your business or some way to get your mind kind of going first thing in the morning with creativity and something you actually enjoy. And then journaling is another side of that, where you just might have a notepad and I love doing this. You just sit down and you write in the morning everything that's on your mind. I don't do it all the time, but when I have myself and I have a lot of clients that have a lot of things, a lot of moving pieces in their life and things that are on their mind and stressing them out, writing things down helps you kind of get rid of those loopholes in your head that maybe might make you feel anxious or make you feel guilty about something. And it kind of helps you just kind of lay it out on paper and prioritize where your mind should go. I've always thought of your emotions like a currency bank where, you only have so much to give emotionally. And a lot of times we might get so emotional and stressed that we're turning to food for comfort, you guys. That's normal. So finding a way to establish better habits as far as when you are feeling stressed out, but most importantly, coming down to the roots of like what makes you feel grounded, what helps you feel less stressed out, how can you budget your emotional bank and focus more on what you can control. And starting your day off with that can really help you navigate your way when things come in front of you. What can you control in that situation? Well, if you set those boundaries and expectations for yourself ahead of time, you might know how to approach that situation, how to speak to that specific person, or whatever it might be, you guys. Having that helps so much. So that's just a little bit of information, a little bit of tips for you. I hope it helps on how to kind of create a better morning routine for yourself. It does not have to be all or nothing. Start slow, pick one thing. It might be going to bed 10 minutes earlier to get up 10 minutes earlier, or it might be just sipping that glass of water first thing in the morning like I just chatted about. Anything, just pick one thing, see if you can stick with it for a week or two, and then you can move on to the next goal. That is how you make progress. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will be looping back around with a separate video on tracking tips so we can keep these two topics separate. Have a good day.